this advantageous digital environment brought to our school by Airtel Africa and UNICEF, together with the ample information available on the internet and the earlier on installed Colibri platform, which is offline by UNICEF through UNHR, will enable our students to learn beyond the confines of time and space. With the Wi-Fi connections, students and teachers can all benefit from e-learning, which will later increase the economic efficiency of education and training and open ways to new teaching and learning practices, which will improve the quality of education in our school and our country at large.
To date, equitable access to education remains a challenge due to underdeveloped internet infrastructure in Uganda and St. Mary Assumpta Girls Secondary School. With underdeveloped internet infrastructure, access to learning and skilling opportunities is very limited to most schools. But now, the championing of digital education through advocacy policies and frameworks, through data signals and the promotion of tools and platforms by UNICEF and Airtel Africa will encourage use of accessible learning platforms and support behavior change among learners in St. Mary Assumpta Girls Secondary School and other schools in Uganda. Provision of free of charge access to the internet by Airtel Africa and UNICEF for St. Mary Assumpta Girls Secondary School and investing on school connectivity will fast-track our access to educational resources and opportunities, especially in the areas of learning, sharing, and research.
If you want to change the government, you want it cool. If you want to change the government, you want to go to the bush like we did some time back. You must change the government democratically. This is why we are preparing you to know ICT, to know this and that. Otherwise, I'm very happy for Airtel and UNICEF. Madam Chief Guest, UNICEF is not new to us. If there is an organization in this country that is really visible, it is UNICEF. I got UNICEF here. I request you to stay here permanently. I also request you, I know our government sometimes they don't have money. I request you, the headmistress has presented many things here. I will want to hear, going to sit quietly there to hear UNICEF is taking one dormitory. I will go and slaughter one chicken and eat today. I went to Adjumani District. Out of about 600 students, there are only 9 government teachers. I'm a part of the government, but really, I request you to do this before I leave the office of the MC5 chairman. Send for us at least teachers. We are really nearly before you, the permanent secretary. I know this problem of Minister of Finance of the Bandel Mohakanizi now is in Logolobi every time. No money should stop. We are government. We must prioritize one of the priority areas in the government of education. In education is teachers.
Uganda, as one of any of the countries in the world, has taken it up very seriously. Lucky are we today. I remember I went to university at old age. I did not know what the laptop looks like. I did not know how it is open. And our lecturer was very fast. When we entered the lab, he just said, okay, enter, enter, enter. I asked him, enter where? I didn't know there is a word enter on when you press it.
What we can do as USA is to partner with Airtel, with UNICEF, to see that this project does not only stop in Adjumani St. Mary's, but also to other schools who haven't embraced digital learning yet. We as USA, we can partner with other bodies to see that we get equipments to teach students effective training, because there is a difference between having a project and having the equipment. So as UNSA, we will partner with them. We also lobby in other offices to see that we get enough equipment plus training. We are really big. We can get a training team that is going to train people on how to use these equipments, because for us at Makerere University, even during COVID, we never stayed at home. We continued with learning because we had already embraced this system, the e-learning. As I speak now at Makerere University, as I speak right now at Makerere University, we are using the e-learning, the e-voting. We no longer have physical campaigns. Everything is virtual.
Interrupted. But those who are unfortunate enough to not have access have actually had to take at some times a pause in their learning and their development. And it is very important that we as a society try and bridge that digital divide. That is why our partnership with UNICEF today is so valuable, so close to our heart, and it is so critical. Because what we will be doing is through this, we will try and bridge this digital divide. We will try and ensure that every student, or as many students as we can touch, irrespective of their social background, irrespective of where they come from, whether they are from a poorer section of the society, whether they are in the refugee camps, or they are in an orphanage, or they are into a non-formal education, actually get access to these digital learnings and these digital platforms. We hope over the next couple of years to cover thousands and thousands of such students, and we will continue to try and build and enhance on this partnership with UNICEF.
Nothing fulfills me more than seeing technology make it possible for every child to realize their full educational and learning potential. Digital learning is a critical accelerator for learning equity in education sector in Uganda. Pandemic-related school closure in Uganda forced many students to rely on virtual learning, but for those who had no internet access, education became out of reach. But even now that schools have reopened, how many children in and out of school do have access to virtual learning or even to online information relevant to their lives? If it's not addressed, the cost of the digital divide will be high for the current generation of young people. As economies rapidly digitize, with most jobs requiring digital literacy, those unable to acquire these new skills will not be able to participate in the workforce and will have less opportunities to succeed in life.
I was very much touched by the speech of the district chairperson. That's why I request Sister Rebecca to please take note that just remind me the issue of teachers is already put first in our priority list as Ministry of Education and Sports. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to point out as a reminder that the Airtel Africa UNICEF partnership aligns well with and shall contribute to developing digital and skill-based economy as highlighted in the National Development Plan 3, which is calling for digital skills for all if the country was to maximize the benefit from ICT, and which is mainstreamed in education to take advantage of ICT-enabled learning for purposes.
Now I know this is about my life, my future. My future has come. Learning made easy, distance and near, research and study, no more complaints. Big up to the government of Uganda, big up to UNICEF, big up to Airtel. My sponsor is here, my internet is here.